did another round, and we didn't blink. And mind you, this is not cheap. Oh my gosh.
Tens of thousands, right?
Oh yeah. So like you have people taking out like loans and trying to get grants. I mean, sometimes an IVF procedure varies from 10 to 30,000.
Wow.
Top.
Wow.
So it's a booming industry, unfortunately.
I bet. Yeah, 25,000 was kind of the number I've heard in the past, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it varies.
So wait, this isn't 25,000 each time you're doing it, is it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and 25 is the top end. So
Okay, good.
but yes. So again, falling in love with a child you haven't met, you'll do anything.
Yeah.
And so we did another round, go through the egg retrieval, hormones, shots again. So when you're so in love with a child that you have not yet met,
Yeah.
you keep going.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
So it sounds like you guys spent quite a bit of time in your marriage, like working towards this. You know, how did you work through that, and kind of how did you, once you decided, okay, we need a break, how did you kind of rebuild that relationship or move to the next phase of that relationship?
Yeah. So it's a good question because everything has been mutual and on the same page until that point. So it's a drug. It's something that keeps you going. I wanted to keep going. He wanted to be married. And the motto of our marriage is we will not proceed with anything that has any sort of gravity unless he and I are on the same page. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, I think we all need to write that down, right? No, I think that's a great thing. Like, you know, there's certain things in life where if you're not in agreement in a relationship like marriage, you probably should reevaluate it. I mean, that's something that's huge, you know. I'm really glad you guys came to that decision, or at least we're on that.
Yeah, we did.
As a mantra.
Yeah, we're hitting the pause, and it's not a stop.
Right.
It's let's gather, let's see where our life takes us with just being married, and let's wait till he and I are on the same page. And I don't have a timeline.
Good.
You know, just that timeline that society has us on. So for someone that's going through infertility, very few things are more hurtful than, why haven't you started your family?
Oh.
When are you guys going to get pregnant? And of course, they don't know your story. They don't know your struggle. Well-meaning, wants to be part of your family, wants to be included, but it hurts.
I bet.
So.
That's kind of one of those Thanksgiving conversations that you're just like, are you serious right now?
Yes. Yes. Holy cow.
Did you guys maybe steer away from family functions to avoid some of that?
Including our family in this process was a positive and a negative. Because, like, let's face it, you're infertile. Any sense of having a child and the intimacy involved is totally taken away.
Just gone.
So it's like, hey, let's bring in the whole family.
Oh my God.
And support is fabulous.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to protect some level of, this is ours.
Yeah.
You know, this is our story. This is our baby. But it's, at the same time, after being what we've been through, this is maybe a maladaptive coping mechanism on my part. Yeah, I want to protect my family. I don't want them to hurt again.
Yeah.
Because they hurt. When we went through this, they felt the roller coaster we were on. So I feel like it's hard for me to be as transparent moving forward, even though I know that they would love it.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
I'm sure. Wow. I guess, so you guys were pretty open with them, and they were well informed, and so...
Yeah. Yeah.
I just kind of think about how would that look for holidays and things like that, and I just kind of shiver, like
it's hard, and I'm one, like, oh my gosh, I love my family desperately, but I don't like seeing them cry.
Right.
I don't like seeing them upset. So, like, as soon as we got the news, I had to text it. I was not in a place to be able to be like, hey, Mom and Dad, this is what happened. So.
Hopefully they gave you some space to kind of grieve.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Then you have the well-meaning people that like, it's okay. okay, it took me 6 months to get pregnant.
Oh.
And my friend's friend, you know. So, and then it's really different when people are like, oh, you know, you don't have babies, you should adopt. Oh, I know someone that's not fit to parent. You should have their baby.
Oh.
And it's just, it crosses a lot of lines, and people are trying to be helpful, but unless you've been there, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just best to say there are no words.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Just be genuine. And don't try to make it better.
Do you have any other recommendations for people that are kind of experiencing this, even in just like to maintain their own mental health, or
Mhm.
or something that really helped you kind of maintain your strength and that kind of stuff while this was going on?
Yeah. Support is huge. So finding that balance of being totally transparent, yet relying on people and to hold the hope for you when you can't. Faith is a huge part for me. I could not have gotten through this in any aspect without Christ. Being transparent with your spouse is huge. Knowing that, you know, I can say this hindsight. I could not say it when I was in the middle of it, so I hope that this is beneficial to someone, but there is a season to rest, and that's okay. That is okay, and I totally get the drive of let's keep going, because it fills that hole that a lost baby may have had.
Yeah.
But it's okay to pause and grieve without trying to fill that hole again.
That's fantastic. That is great advice. Yeah.